Listen up, lads. Ops wants Red Section to pick up a Spitfire from 91 Squadron over Hawkinge. Call sign, Urdler. They've got some trade for us across the channel. A float plane's being towed somewhere between Greenay and Boulogne. It'll be hard to find in this dreadful haze, so keep your eyes peeled. We'll head out at low level. Absolute radio silence is in effect. The whole business hinges on not tipping Jerry off. Understood? Right then, let's go.
Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. So we're waiting for our dude to come in. Let's see if we can have that there. Here we go. Hello, dudes and dudettes. Let's see how. There we go. There we go. Oh no. Dos, tres. I am red flight 2. But for the takeoff, I'm just going to be number 4 here. So I don't have to worry about getting hit in the ass. So, today's mission, as the briefing said, is we're gonna link up with a Spitfire over Hawkinge, something. And we're gonna find a boat of some kind that we're gonna shoot up. Can you not go like that? Man, sometimes, man, the Spitfire is fucking annoying. Yes. We're not gonna go on the green. Not gonna go on the green. I wonder how this would be with the force feedback pedal. I have to find my flockers. Too, man. Oh, hello. Look at. Yeah, fuck you then. Yeah, that's not what we're about here. We're just gonna blocking floor it. There's my guys. Center. Here we go. And we're in the air. Oh. almost forget these fuckers. Almost forget these fuckers here. Cross. There's the third one. I tried to do this mission earlier today, and that guy, the third guy, almost crashed at me. He came flying over the wing, somehow avoided hitting me, but nosedived back first into the ground right in front of us here, like around where they are now. I was probably in its way. You know, it was told to fly there or something, and then yeah. So I landed, or I quit. I didn't bother land, and then I did something else. So this is the second try. Let's see if we come further this time. Using up my precious fuel to catch up to these guys. Let's cut the corner to get closer. Crappy weather today. Crappy weather. My place is actually... Oh, he's flapping his wings. My place is actually here. Let's see if we can trim this biatch a bit, eh? Well, at least we're 4 now. That's good. I'm pretty sure Reflected didn't plan on one of these crashing at the beginning, so I know how that would affect his triggers and whatnot that he used to see in the missions. Yes, we're gonna try that. Just for fun. We are doing radio silence anyway.
Good morning, everyone. Here's the news at home and abroad, brought to you by our staff reporters in London and Berlin and by Earl Godwin in Washington. For our first report, we take you direct to London.
This is John McVeigh in London. A dispatch from Cairo reaching London less than an hour.
For our first report, we take you direct to London.
This is John McVeigh in London. A dispatch from Cairo reaching London less than ago states that British troops have occupied Adawa, 100 miles south of Asmara. For the second night in a row, British bombers last night bombed the German-occupied port of Brest. 6 of heavy bombs were seen to straddle the 2 German warships, Scharnhorst and Gneisenau. The ships could be clearly identified in the moonlight, and it is stated that the attack was pressed home with great resolution. Some of the bombing was done from very low level. Several fires started near the vessels and in stores of oil and in warehouses. Attacks were also made on oil stores at Rotterdam and industrial targets in the Ruhr. 1 British plane is missing. German raiders last night made a west coast town their main target. 2 raiders were shot down, 1 by night fighters. And it's possible that a 3rd raider was also destroyed. Casualties and damage in last night's raids are said to be small. We are allowed to say today that the Café de Paris was the well-known London nightclub that received 2 direct hits some weeks ago, while the dance floor was crowded with merrymakers. Harry McElhone, late of Harry's New York bar in Paris, known by name to many Americans, was shaken but uninjured by the explosions that killed many of the staff and customers. He and his son helped administer first aid to the wounded. The other day, I saw one of the new improved Spitfires that the British will be using this spring to batter down German bombers and fighters if the Germans start big daylight raids. The test pilot who was flying it had held several air records before the war. He looked like a movie hero with his blonde curly hair, but when I saw him in the Spitfire, he was flying at 400 miles an hour, 25 feet above the grass. To put the brand new machine through its test flight paces, he was flying the machine on its side, and the low wingtip seemed to be clipping the grass. As he roared past, he turned the plane upside down. A quiver of his finger would have sent the plane hurtling deep into the earth, but he calmly put it back on its side, then right side up again. The Spitfire idled down till we thought it would stall. Then the test pilot touched the throttle, and its pickup reminded you of a jackrabbit that had just had a firecracker set off under its tail. Spitfire zipped around in turns as the test pilot flung it this way or that, until you began to think the pilot could put it through the eye of a needle if he felt like it. That was only one new Spitfire, but a little while before, I had seen many more in all stages of development, from a pile of flat sheets of metal right up to the finished articles, getting their final test flights before the ferry pilots took them off to the Spitfire squadron. It was the first time that press and radio correspondents had been allowed to visit a fighter factory. You heard that the planes were coming out fast, but that was just what officials told you. It was pleasant to see for yourself that they really are being turned out fast. The great factory buildings are nearly a quarter of a mile long and more than 100 yards wide. Night and day they're lit by a sort of daylight lighting that is clear without any glare. 30 to 40% of the workers at the machines are women, and the percentage is to be raised as soon as more women can be trained. It was strange to see girls in overalls, some in high heels, standing at the machines that were turning out the shining, perfect pieces of metal that make up the Spitfire. I watched one girl operating a machine that cut a piece of metal in 6 different ways. Her fingers were black with oil, but she was humming to herself as she worked, unconscious of the fact that I was standing behind her. The sound of her humming, the way that she and the rest were working, made you realize again that this is a civilian's war, that the girl at the machine and the young pilot who will someday fling the finished Spitfire against German bombers are doing essentially the same job. The factory is camouflaged. Inside each of the great factory buildings is a line of concrete shelters, and when spotters report bombers overhead, the workers have to move only a few yards to get protection. About 30% of the machines in the entire factory are American, and one long line of them I saw were marked Cincinnati in bold letters. One intricate machine, also American, was a stretching machine. A flat sheet of metal, cut in proper form, is put in place in the machine. The edges of the metal are held, and from underneath, a great block of steel presses against it. While you watch the metal, it is bent into just the right curve to make the upper part of a wing. Brick barriers surrounded the machine to protect it from bomb blast. I asked the works manager how long it took to train the girls, who incidentally work 11 to 12-hour shifts, 6.5 days a week. He said an intelligent woman could learn her job in about 3 weeks. Male foremen set the machine tools in the proper way, and after that, for the women, it's just a matter of being careful. We saw the finished planes being armed. It is no secret, for it has been published in the papers that the new Spitfires carry cannon, and it was easy to imagine what the increased firepower of these new machines would mean. This is John McVane in London, returning you to the National Broadcasting Company in New York.
Okay, that was that. We have the cannon-armed Spitfire, indeed we do. Indeed we do. With just 60 guns per barrel. Or 60 rounds per gun. God damn it. That was embarrassing saying that. Which gives us roughly 5 seconds of 20 mic. So yeah, we have to be really careful with our bullets. And you know how good I am at taking care of saving my bullets. There's the airfield there. Oopsie. Let's put a mark there. In case I need that airfield. Sorry, reflected. I will use that kneeboard mark thing. Can barely hear the fucking engine. Flying on this low. Here we're flying at 2100 RPM and 0 boost. Oh, before I go a bit behind. Boost up a bit. We should still have plenty of fuel. If I can find the fuel thingy. Yeah. No fuel. Yeah, and then suddenly we shoot forward after being behind. Still haven't seen the Spitfire we're supposed to link up with. It's trimmed enough that I can do hands off for a few seconds.
Deputy Leader, we have a lone bandit reported over Foulness. Steer 060, make angels to gate, over.
Not sure what gate means.
This is Deputy Leader, roger, steering 060.
Lovely English weather here. I think we're getting close to the coast, so we should meet up with other Spitfire soon. Hey, don't run away from me, man. Don't run away from me. Can I see the fucker? Nope.
Hello, Beauty Leader, bandit now approaching South End. Turn port to 030. Anteater, that could be us, you know. Don't think so. It's not reported to be a Spitfire. Okay, Anteater, thanks. Let me know if you get anything definite. Will do, Beauty.
Man, the Spitfires are an awesome sight when they're flying in formation, man. It really is one of the most stunning sights in aviation. Seriously, if I ever win the Euro jackpot and win like billions of dollars or euros, I'm gonna make Spitfires. I'm gonna like make someone build me 10 Spitfires, and then I'm gonna make a Spitfire movie with actual Spitfires. That would be something. And since there are freshly built Spitfires, you know, we can do whatever we want with them. You don't have to worry about taking care of them. They're not actually historical. Oh, okay, wiggling. Something's happening. Something is happening, and they're speeding up. Ah, there's the other Spitfire, I guess.
Beauty, this is Andy.
Yep.
You're getting close now. You should soon see him slightly off your starboard.
I'm going to
Beauty leader to Anteater.
max continuous
We're
here.
low on gravy. We need to head back now. Over.
We really shot up in speed.
Okay. Good show, lads.
I was too slow on the boost there. Let's go to climb to catch up to these guys. I don't want to lose them in the haze. Now I have to use a lot of fuel that they don't need to use. Should definitely been quicker. Should have gone to max continuous right away as they turned. Throttling down to max continuous. There we go. I'm catching up to them now. Try and avoid the slipstream. And we can go all the way to 0 and 20. Then we'll park right behind them here. There we go, and then we'll go up to 4. Or even further down. Or even further down. No. There we go. We can wiggle our way into the proper formation now. And down to 0 boost. Up to 2 boost. Whoa. Tiny movements there, tiny movements. Up to 4 boost, yeah, again.
Right, my propeller's stopped. I'm out of petrol. I'm coming in for a dead stick landing. Easy now. I think you can make it.
Get me up there, get me up. There we go. There we go. That's relatively good. Trying to look for some Huns too, man. Yeah, and I'm overtaking it. That was not part of the plan. Spitfire should not be placed that far in country, man. We're using up like a quarter of our fuel just to get to the channel. Ah, okay, a bit more then.
This is Red 2. I'm down.
Okay.
Bloody good show, old boy.
Yeah, I'm not good at perfect formation flying, man. I'm definitely not gonna be in any Red Arrow or Thunderbirds. Not even in a sim. That's the kind of fine motor control my useless body just doesn't have. Oh, fuck. That was wrong button. I was looking for that. So yeah, not a lot of action so far. My third mission, my second mission of course was a complete and utter failure. I made it back by using the kneeboard cheating thingy. So this will be my third so far, no shots fired. I really have to practice the Spitfire, especially instrument flying, so I can do that second mission proper. Because it seems real cool if you can actually do it. But I'm just too amateur in the Spitfire to be able to do that one. And I'm not that bad at instrument flying in the Spitfire, or the Warbirds in general. Thick clouds usually isn't a problem for me, but yeah, that was. Oh, there's some smoke there. What's that? Oh, that's land. That's land. I guess that's France? I guess we hit France. Okay. We are in France. There's the water.
Gotta clean up the hurdler. You see anything? Headed to Garrick, negative. Let's turn back and fly up the coast.
Well, that was a stiff upper Brit if I ever knew one. I'm just on my leader there. I'm just on my leader.
This is Garrick Red 3. There's a single 109 to the east of us. It appears he's turning away.
Oh, hello. Whoa!
Roger.
That was a bit cheeky there. That was a bit cheeky. Let's see if we can get into some formation again. Woo! That completely fucked up my formation. That other guy too. It's not just me then. Good to know. Oh! Things are flacking. Who's flacking? Why flacking? Why? Who?
109's diving down on us.
Yeah, okay, but where's the flak fucking coming from? Why are they flacking me? Why?
They're climbing away. I think they've seen us. Let's keep looking for the seaplane.
Alright, down to 20-0 again, no 24. Let's see if we can get into some sort of formation again. Whoa.
This is Hurdlet Tally Ho. Target in sight. 11 o'clock. Garrick, follow me in.
Okay,
Roger,
take this off.
Garrick, check safety catches. Let's strafe the bastards.
I'm following my lead.
Good hits. I'm coming around for another pass. Let's finish him off.
It's I'm just following my lead here. That's what the wingman does. Okay, that was interesting. Why that happened, I do not know. That suddenly happened.
Watch out, red section. About 15 109s coming down on us from inland. There's too many for us. Let's get out now. We won't reform. And keep a sharp lookout behind. Red freighter, red leader. Okay, skipper. Watch that 109 behind you. He's real close. Brake. You can't brake.
Why did the suddenly game decide to fuck up? Right when action started. Fuck.
You cheat him.
Oh,
Oh, for heaven's sake.
yeah, it's not easy fighting at 4 FPS. Why did this suddenly happen? Why did this suddenly happen? Ow! Fuck!
Okoshla, I am hit.
Fuck. That's France. Other way, other way.
Come on, stall, you fucker. Watch your petrol, lads. Let's head back north.
Yeah, I have 4 of those on my ass. Or more. Yeah, okay, that wasn't very fun, was it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to contact cross.
Hello, Anteater. This is Gary.
Rescue, receiving you loud and clear. We've got a fix on your position. A walrus is on its way. We'll pick you up in about 20 minutes.
Fuck me. Suddenly, now the lag is gone.
Garrick made it to Anteater. We can see a large object floating in the water. Looks like a boiler on its side.
Garrick, Anteater, roger. What's your position?
Why?
Channel about halfway between Bologna and Beachy Head.
Acknowledged. Thank you. I'll pass
Trying
it
to
on
figure out my
Command.
fuel. Okay, doesn't seem like I have a fuel link. Holy crap, my plane got shot up. Something awful. Seems like my temperatures are fine. I don't think I'm leaking anything, surprisingly. Surprisingly, I'm not leaking anything. The RPM needle is crazy. It seems mostly fine. How the fuck did I survive that?
Colt 2, inbound.
I'm gonna land at Manston because fuck this shit. I have no idea why suddenly this mission did that. I always restart my computer before doing DCS to avoid crap like that. Question now is, where is Manston? There's Manston. Yeah, now my plane is fucked. Where the fuck is Manston?
From Red 3. Where are you?
For fuck's sake. Where the fuck am I?
Red 4, are you receiving me?
Fuck. I can't find Manston soon. I thought he was here. I thought Manston was basically here. Oh, yeah, there it
Anyone
is.
seen Red 4?
Okay.
Hello, Brian. Wojciech here. I last saw him pulling out after his training run. Maybe he's reading us out. Let's go home.
Yeah, okay. I'm not taking any chances. Let's see here. That's the second Spitfire I totaled into 2 fucking missions. Or in 3 missions, technically. Well, I guess the first one wasn't total. The engine was probably fucked up because the prop brake and the wing was damaged. Am I gonna land in that burning crap? Well, so far my career in the RAF is great. I was trying to be a good wingman, following my leader, and then everything went to crap. Game choppy. I got 4 or 5 on the knives on my ass. Oh well. Barely fired my guns, I did. Oh, hello there. I guess AC and Rescue didn't need me. I'm just gonna wait for the home guard to pick me up. See you guys later. Bye.